Hey everybody. So I want to first start off and apologize. This was completely recorded, and for whatever reason the iPhone does not like the Blue Yeti microphone. So for whatever reason it did not record audio, so I'm just going to do a voiceover. For anyone new, I used to do nonograms all the time on my TikTok, but kind of got boring after a while. Very tedious, so this is me on my new phone playing nonogram. If you're unfamiliar, just follow along with me as I play it, and I'll explain things, what I'm doing, and sort of how things are going as I go along. Like I said, my Samsung, the old phone I had, you could just plug the Blue Yeti right into it with a little adapter, and it worked fine. I could take it outside, inside, wherever. The iPhone needs to be powered in, plugged into a wall outlet. It needs to have another special adapter, and for some reason, I guess it was because I was screen recording, I don't know, it didn't work well for me at all, or it didn't work at all. So, like I said, I'm just doing a voiceover. On my Galaxy, Samsung, I had like 4,000 levels done in this game, and I was doing daily challenges for them all the time. And basically, like I said, I was doing it daily on TikTok. Got really time consuming, and I completely lost interest in the game. But now that I have my new phone, all my data did not transfer, so I'm just doing some daily challenges for you guys here today, and I'm just showing you guys, for those unfamiliar with the game, how it works, and kind of go from there. Basically, here we go. So this is a 10 by 10 grid. So you always want to start from the outside and sort of work your way in. What goes on the vertical row has to also match what's in the horizontal row. So what I started here with some 10s at the bottom, because obviously that fills up the whole row. Then you're going to work your way up from the bottom. Basically, like I said, you just want to work your way from the outside in. That's the easiest way. If you can... Now, some of the things you can do, which I think I'm about to do here, yeah. So you can either use the X's to find where one of the spots are at. So like I didn't know where the 3 was on the right, so I just used my X's. It did cost a life, but I found another... I completed a whole edge piece because of that. And then the other trick I'm going to show you guys here as well is the hints. I think I just do it on the top, because I don't know exactly where that 6 is at the top. Because there's 8 spots, so I can use my hints to sort of show me where that 6 is at. Like I said, once you get the edge pieces, like I did there, you just sort of work your way in, and at that point it's pretty much just a given. One of the main reasons I was just gonna film on my old phone, but the ad blocker I was using now costs money, so this video is just interesting, let me put it that way. We're going to start with the 10 at the bottom and the 10 mid. From there, I should work my way up from the bottom, yep. That's the easiest thing to do. Really disappointed the iPhone did not record this sound. But these daily challenges, like I said, they're pretty straightforward and simple. So here we go. Got a couple tens I should be filling out here. I think my finger slipped, so that's another problem. Sometimes the phone screen's kind of tiny, so my finger does like to miss input. So 10. There's also the 8 and the 1, which I'm probably going to do next. I'm trying to remember how I did this. But so 8, the space, and the 1 comes up to 10, so that's always a given as well. Really wish I knew what I was talking about. I just filmed this like 30 minutes ago. Yeah, so the 8 and the 1, that's always a given. 4 would have to go up top. The 1, 3, and 2 would fit. Can work my way. 6 on the side also can be done. Yep. Just sort of fill in what you know. So the 8, that has to go there, and then that'll tell us where that last 6 goes. Do a couple more dailies. So start at the 10s at the bottom. Gonna go up 8 from the bottom. That does block things off a little bit. But there's a 1 and an 8, so I know that goes there. The 1 and the 7 also fill up a row. Now that we've closed off that far right side, I can sort of work my way around from here. And the 6 has to go there. Start at the 10 at the bottom. Work my way up. So I should be doing the 6, the 7, the 8, the 2, 2, 2, 2, and 7. I'll go there. And from here, I know the 4. You're going to have to go there. Take the 8, 9 over, the 9 over, the 7 over, the 5 over. And then just work my way up. 2, that 2 goes there, and that 2 goes there. Like I said, really basic once you get the hang of things and understanding of how things work. So from here, I just use my hints to sort of try to find where that 5 is at. I don't exactly find where it's at, but I find where most of it is at. So from there I can work 6 up, 2 up. I can kind of zigzag a little bit. I know where the 3 is most likely. So I can work my way over. Trying to remember what I ended up doing here. Looking at this. Okay, so I know the 6 can't be there because I already got 4. Yep, okay. So the 5 would have to go up top there. And then from there I can just sort of work my way from the left on into the right side. 5 would have to go down because it's a 1, 1, and 2 up top. And then from here it's pretty just self-explanatory. Just kind of works its way out. Yep. Do another daily. So we got a couple 10s on the field. Might as well do those. Work my way up. 3, 6, 3, 3, 3, 7, and 9. Pretty much self-explanatory. I mean, like I said, they just so I start off with the 10s, work my way from the right on inward, see how much that fills up on the screen, but now I can work my way up from the bottom now that we have the bottom unlocked. I can get the 2 on the left. The 4 from the top also is available. And there we go. Like I said, pretty straightforward stuff. This one's a 15, so we're going to start off with the 15 on the bottom. And work our way up from the bottom, same as before. Nothing new here. I can figure out where the 3 is at on the bottom there, yep. And I can go up to just sort of plug in some of this. It's a 3, 2, 3, so I know where the 3 and the 2 is there. Yep, I got the 8 from the 8 and the 2. And then just slowly work my way. Notice how the top right I'm leaving open right now. I'm trying to figure out, so the bottom was 15, it's a good base, and then I try to work my way up from there. So we got the whole left side of the board X'd out, and then from there we can just slowly start chipping our way up towards that upper right corner. Had a misinput there, and just slowly work my way up. And then it becomes pretty clear what we got. Alright, so here we got another 15. There's a 15 in the middle. Now with the 14, obviously I know where most of it is, so I'm just going to use an X to figure out what the rest of it is. Because again, there can only be, I can fill in the 13 middle one, and then it's the 14 on the, top or bottom of that stack. I can sort of work my way around. The 12 has to go there. Yep. The 12 fits. I think I probably end up filling in. Okay, so I use my X's to figure out where the 3 is on the side. Like I said, just the more from the outside I can work my way in, the easier it becomes. So in this instance, it let me fill out, by finding the 3 on the side, I got to fill out 3 whole middle rows. And then it becomes, so like right there, I'm filling in a 5. I know it can't be up top, so I can X out the top ones, and now for the top ones, I know exactly where they're at. They have to go towards the left. And then from here, it's a matter of just working your way around. 8 down, I can go 6 down, 5 down. And there we have it. Blanket. Go 10 over, 1 and 8. That's always givens. I can go 5 over. Figure out where that 8 is at the bottom. Yep, I can do the 4 at the top. And I mean, look at that. Just sort of work your way around, and the board will kind of reveal itself to you over time. Here I switched up from the daily challenges and decided to go into the main ones. Again, these are very basic. You're supposed to do these ones first, but these are 5 by 5. Obviously, you want to start off with the highest number of the board available, so in this case, 5. It really doesn't leave you much, it doesn't leave you many options once you do that. Let's see. I'm just trying to work my way to some harder ones for you guys. That way, you can sort of see more. It actually requires me to use my brain for, rather than all these ones that are just pretty much gimmies. Like I said, I think I still have my original videos up. I was well into the 4,000s for this right here. But I decided to make the switch from Samsung to Apple. I'm still not sure if I like it, but I started off on the flip phone, if you can believe that, went to a sliding phone, I had a Droid, and then I've been Samsung ever since like the S5, I want to say. Yeah, I think it was like the S5. I got the S7. I had the S20. So I don't know if it's just me. I'm so used to Samsung. I've had the Apple phone for a couple months now. I don't know. Of course, it didn't let me. Of course, it didn't save my audio recording. I mean, that's the thing with my old phone. I could literally go to my backyard outside and record and have no issues. Apple wants to be all difficult on me. So here, where were we at? Filling in the bottom, going up 3 over 4. Now that I got the bottom filled, we can do the 4, the 3. We can take it over 5, over 6, and down 1. Start off with the 10 at the bottom, go up 9. This one's a little weird, just because of how it's set up, but 1, 1, 2, 1, 1 at the top, that fills up the whole thing. Like I said, there has to be an X in between if there's space in the numbers, so you just sort of work your way around like normal. Here, plenty of 10s at the bottom. I can fill in the 8. Work my way up from the bottom, and this one's pretty much just a given. Yep. But there's that many 10s, it's high number. The higher the numbers, the easier it is. So here, 10 at the bottom. Work my way from the bottom. 4, 5, 3, 2. The 2s go out. I can bring those 2s up 5. 4 at the top. I also could do that. Yep. The higher the numbers, the easier it gets. I mean, that's just sort of the basics of things. 10s, a lot of 10s on this one. Do the 4 at the top. Here we got, do the 10. Six. I'm sorry, what was that? 7? Or an 8, maybe, but my bad. 2, 1, 1, 2 takes up the whole top. Now that I know there's an X, go down 6. Let's see, down 7 there. Yeah, pretty easy. Alrighty, so 10 across, 10's where the 10's are. The 9 you can fill in most of. 3 and the 6 on the right side. I don't know when I fill that in, but the 6 space makes 7, and then 3 makes 10. So that's a given. There I go. Can take it over 6, over 7. Top I can see where the 2 goes. Down 7, down 5, and there we have it. Next up, there's 2 X's at the bottom, so I can see where that 8 goes. 1 in the 8 always takes up a whole 10. Just slowly start filling them in. Take the 4, and I can fill in the sides from that 4, which then tells me where the 7's at. I can see where the 3 is at, where the 5 is at, and where the top 2 and 1 is at. Again, very straightforward. The 10s, I can fill in the 5s now that I've got the bottom filled in. 5's down from the top. Yep. Nice and simple. From here, we have the 5 and the 4. That makes 10. 1, 5, and 2 also makes 10, so I can fill in that. Yeah, just take the 5s over because I know where that's at. I see where the 4 is at because there's an X on the other side of it. I see where the 6 and the 2 is, that third row from the bottom. I see that. But like I said, the thing I just did this, and I'm already seeing different ways to solve it. So, I mean, there's so many different ways you could go about this. I always do the highest number like I just did there, the 10. I always do the highest number first. Technically, if you want more of a challenge, you don't even have to do that. I mean, you could go about it however you'd like. And that's also some of the fun of it. But 7 up top, and then look at that, just fill it right in. Let's see, got some 10s. A lot of 10s, which makes this job a whole lot easier. 6 and the 1. You just can go down from the top a little bit. The 1, 1, 2, and 3 take up the whole 10 row, and there you have it. Here we got 10s, plenty of them. Work my way up from the bottom. From here, you got 1, 1, and 6, so that makes up 10. And easy peasy. Like I said, once you start getting the hang of it, it just becomes self-explanatory, and you just understand how it works, the moves to make and whatnot. From here, I can see the 4 on the far right side already. I'm surprised I took so long to go for it. There we go. Start off with the 10, 8, and I even see the 7 above it. It can be filled in already. But 6 and the 3, that makes up, that's 10, so that works. I can go over 6 from those X's. But I didn't decide to. I decided to do the 3, 2, 3, maybe? No? Oh, it's a 3, 2, 2, so I don't know. Well, I know where the middle 2 is. I'm going about this weird. There we go. 10s. Yep, I can go over the 8s. I can go over the 5. Yep, I can full solve the 7. Just go over 9 there. Up and up. Very self-explanatory. Overall, very relaxing. Like I said, just this one's a lot of 10s. 3s off to the right side, and then there's 3s off to the left. That works too. That's another 15. So I'm going to do the 15. I'm going to put in the 14 as much as I can. What did I do here? It's an 11. Oh, yeah. So it's 11, a space, and a 2, which takes up 14. So I can put the 11 in there. That's as many spots as guaranteed 11. And then what I can do is the 2 and the space make up 3, so I can go 3 to the left, which is, yep, and that's what I do there. And then because of that, I know at least one of the spaces for the 2. Some of this, like this one's not a given at all. This one does not have any real indications of things, so it's kind of, this one's definitely a little trial and error. I think what I end up doing is you go for the big numbers, so like 12. 12 can have 3 on either side of it. So just fill in what you can. go for the 4 on the right side. So I found the 4 at the bottom there. Found the 12 and the 1. I think the other 12 and the 1. Yep. I can take that 9 across as well up top. But I think I'd work my way up. Yep. Got the 1s. I think I get the 3 at the bottom there. Work my way over for the 9, which also I can work my way over for the 7 up top already, but yeah, there we go. Go down 8, and then it's just a matter of the 1s. Easy peasy. This one's not a given, but so we got the 9 there crossed. I can take that over 4. The 4 only fits on the left. There's a lot of X's to start off with, so it gives you a basis of where to start. 4. And there we have it. Croissant. Up 8, up 8, up 8, up 8. Could go up 4 on each side. Over 8, 2 and 2. That one was very, very easy. The 10s. So this one was so easy I didn't even need to do the 10 up middle. That one's just sort of like a self-solving. This one, yep, you can see the 6 on the side. It's the only place I can go. Kind of work your way from there. There's 2s there. And a lot of these puzzles, you'll also notice there's symmetry. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. So like in that instance, if you are stuck on something, what mirrors one side should mirror the other. And like I said, it's not foolproof, but it does work a lot of the times. So if it looks like it's symmetrical, chances are it is. So you can just copy what you've done on one side onto the other. This one, I think this one was kind of a doozy. So we're gonna fill in what we can for the 11. In this instance, I just try to find where the 3 is on the bottom, so I use my X method. It gives me a footing. And not that I necessarily need to, but it's also a time thing. You don't want to sit there and watch me trying to guess where the next space is. So it kind of speeds things up a little bit. What is it? 8 and a 2. From here, I think the 6 and the 6 up top is. I could go for that. Yeah, so the 6 and the 6 up top is good enough. I slowly work my way around. Eventually I will see it. And the other time too is like sometimes like in my mind I get focused on like working my way around or whatever, so I might not see that. So while I see it now, I might not have seen it during the game. Or was it a 5 by 5? Oh, it was only a 5, so I was wrong. Then got enough for the 5 on the right side, which tells us where the next 2 are at. Easy peasy. This one, the 4 and the 5, there's a given. Go up. Have another 4 and 5, might as well. 5, 5. Go over 7. The 2, 2, and 2, that's a given as well. And then I can go down 3 on the top there too. Yep. So I think that's where I'm ending it today. if you want to see more nonograms, I can certainly continue. This was level, I forget what level it was, but I can continue playing it. I enjoy playing it in like increments like this. If you have any other ideas for videos, please let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.